we had done some investments the first couple of years and talked about the fingerprints of God. Some of you know Pete Oakes in this room. I'm doing social investing. I'm excited about it, trying to change the world. And I sit next to Pete Oakes at a dinner, and Pete's doing faith with it. I'm going, what do you mean you can do faith with it? I didn't even know that there was this, well, we hadn't really started the movement. And so that really changed the way we invested. And so when we graphed our first investments, that's a financial return on the X and social and spiritual on the Y. So the perfect winning quadrant is up in that right corner. That's how every 2x2 works. And we started graphing our investments, and we see up in the top left that we have investments in areas that have low financial returns, but they could have gone to the right and say, how did that happen? So we labeled these and talked about it for hours. And one is buried talents. Obviously, no one wants to ever be in that quadrant. The next one is where all the capital is in the world. Today, everywhere across the world, somebody's trying to make more money, grow the IRR. They could care less about Christians for sure. And that's where all the capital is in the world. And then there's some minor amount of money in that top quadrant called maximizing talent. And there's almost zero money in that upper left-hand quadrant. And what we found is the only time you're in that upper left-hand quadrant is when the Spirit is moving you. The Holy Spirit's doing it, because you can't justify it financially. You wouldn't be in that left quadrant. That's low returns. And so in our family, we started noticing that we were driven by those investments. And the ones we talked to our friends about were always the upper left, Spirit-led investments. The one that are, and I'll explain here in a second, they're with the marginalized.
Let's go back to the parable of talents one more time, because this is Talanton. And you can never talk about it enough. What would the master say upon return from his journey if he found his steward had in fact doubled or tripled or quadrupled the assets under management, but did so by investing in the campaigns of the master's enemy while he was away? Campaigns which kill, steal, and destroy. We're all on the same team here. I know that you are all leaders in impact investing. But if you left your S&P 500 mutual fund in your public markets portfolio, does it make any sense to lean in on deep impact with Talanton and then go ahead and give a big chunk of your capitalistic bucket to the enemy to play with?
One of the things that has driven our family is this idea that as we sow seeds, there's going to be a bountiful return of 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold. And that's what we want to do as individuals within our businesses, and investing in those companies that are going to produce returns that will continue to generate returns. Not for me. I don't need more return. It's easy for me to be in that upper left, because for us, it's always been about charitable giving. And so actually it's sort of a weird mindset that, oh, you're going to get a return on this money that you put at Talanton. It's like, I don't need that return. I want those businesses to have that return, that they generate more revenue, more employment. I want the return up there in that upper left side, because I want the 100-fold to be going to those entrepreneurs and going to those employees of those businesses. So that's what has been part of our journey, and that's what I get fired up.